So, if you did not inherit your dream team, can you build one? Let's talk about it. Truth is, no one inherits a perfect team. No one just gets moved into a dream team. There will be people on the team, individuals, because teams are made up of individuals. So there will be challenges on the team as well as people that do very well on the team. Hopefully the team will cooperate with each other, but if not, that's where you as a leader will come into play to bring the team together. Can you make a better team? Absolutely, you can make a better team. No matter how the team is structured, you can always make a better team. And just remember, when you move into a new team, or if you move into new to leadership, they will probably know some of your history, some of your reputation, as you will know some of their history and some of their reputation. Now, if they had a previous manager over them, one thing you can do is ask the manager about their how the team was to them. You know, I believe that everybody, no matter what the manager says, I believe everybody should start out with a clean slate. Everybody starts with an A, and it's up to them to drop their grade in my mind. So it is beneficial to you to get some insight to what the previous manager had to say about the team. But just know that what you hear from the previous manager may be coming through a lens that they see and may not be totally accurate just on the surface. It may be just something that, you know, that they either had challenges with. So take that information for what it's worth, but make sure everybody starts on the team with a clean slate, and then you can develop your own, you know, opinions. You can develop your own strategies and ways to help those folks on the team. So just because you get a team and they're not the perfect team, you know, you may have some issues on day one. You may have people wanting to talk to you when you first move into that spot. That's fine. That's okay. That's normal. People are individuals. And so, you know, it's up to you to bring the team together and help out where you possibly can through a few things that we will explain. Now, let me say this. Sometimes your reputation as a leader when you move into a new team can work to your advantage. If they already know that you have experience and you're willing to work with them, and if they do the job that you expect for them to do, that there won't be any issues with their supervisor. No one wants issues with management, right? People generally come to work, do what they need to do, and they don't want any trouble from managers or anything else. It's just enough to do the job. So if you do have a reputation such as, you know, you're a great leader, but you expect things of them, and as long as they fulfill your expectations, that things will be fine, they will get rated properly and everything, that's to their advantage. So reputations, just don't think just because you have a reputation is that it's a bad thing. Most leaders, when they come to new teams, if you've been in leadership before, the team will know, and they will call your previous team and ask, how was this person? Believe it or not, that happens, you guys. So just know, don't think you're walking into a new team and they don't know anything about you. Somebody has told them something, the word has gotten out, and you know what your reputation is. I knew what my reputation was. I'm a straight shooter. If you do what you're supposed to do, you won't have any issues out of me. So that was my reputation. It preceded me, and it worked to my advantage. So don't be afraid. Don't step back from your reputation, but just know moving into a new team that you can still affect that team in a positive way. Just like when coaches move around, leaders move around, and when you come to a new team, basically there will be introductions that need to be made. You will tell them about you, and then normally each member of the team will go around and say something about them. Normally, you know, how long they've worked there, maybe some of their interest, something personal about them, a hobby or something like that. Pretty laid back conversation when you first move into the new team, but this is your time to pay attention. Maybe take some notes on the members, just see how they react, see if they're a little shy, see if they just put it out there, you know, see who talks the most, see who talks the least. Just test things out and see what's going on with the team. But this is all in the making of a team, the introductions that you have of introducing yourself, and say a little bit more about yourself than just business type information. Give them a little something personal, like what are your hobbies? What are the things you enjoy doing? It doesn't have to be super, super personal, but let them know that you are a person, that you are a real person. You can let them know also that your number one thing is to help the team out in any way possible. You are there for them. What you give up when you become a team manager or a leader is you give up, it's all about me. Now it's all about the team, and they need to know that from day one. This will help in the making of your new team. The second stage to a making of a team is to just assess the situation. A couple of things you want to do. You want to listen, you want to watch, and you want to relate. You want to listen to what they're saying. I mean, really listen. You know, if you ask them a question or if you give them a chance to talk on your initial meetings with everyone, listen to what they're saying, listen to their tones, just look at their body language, you know, listen to what they have to say, and don't interrupt, but listen to them. And I usually make notes. If they say, you know, I like soccer, I'll write that down. If they say I'm married with 2 kids, I'll write that down, because in our upcoming conversations, I'm going to be interested in finding out, well, how's soccer going? You know, how are the kids doing? That type of thing. So it's a good thing to get into the habit of knowing more than just their numbers or how quickly they process the work or what their error percentage is. Know something a little personal about that person, and actually generally care about, you know, what their home life is, and what they want to tell you, what they want to share with you, because they, you know, this is something that they're giving you kind of like as a gift. So make sure you're aware of that. Then watch them, watch the way they talk, even if it's virtual. If they have their camera on, you have your camera on, you can look at them, their body movements and their body motions and everything. And then try to find something to relate to. If there's something that they say, if they like to cook certain dish or something like that, and it's something that you do, try to relate to them on a level that that they can see that, oh wow, you know, we may have something in common, or at least she's interested in that type of thing. So make sure that you are paying attention to listening, watching, and relating to each individual on an individual basis. Also, during this discovery period, you want to pay attention to things such as their concerns. If they have a concern with the work environment, a concern with the work, any concerns like that, you want to write down, because you want to be able to address, you want to be able to help them with it. So make sure you're paying attention to their concerns. Another area you want to pay attention to is, who are the team buddies? Who buddies up on the team to help each other out? Who are the team leaders? Who's leading on the team? Who are the resources on the team? The people that everyone goes to when they have an issue or when they have a problem. These are important players to the team, and these are people that you need to go ahead and find out about, and then you can have them talk to you a little bit more about, you know, who goes to them for help, how they can help out more, how willing they are to maybe help more, maybe make some presentations and team meetings and that type of thing. So these are very, very important players. Everyone has a spot on the team. And so during this discovery and assessment period, initially what you want to do is find out, if you can, what areas that you can place these folks in that will help the team in general and help the team pull together, help the team with whatever issues that may be out there, whether it's training issues, work environment, that type of thing. Things you will be able to help with, but then there are players on the team that can also help the team. Once you have assessed the team, the next step is actually constructing the team. So this is your part where it may be a little unnerving, a little upsetting for some, but you may have to move some folks around into different positions that you feel that they would be better suited for, or to make the team stronger. You may have to ask more of some people. You may have to maybe pull back of some people and have them learn a little bit more, help them in the areas that maybe that they have a little challenges in. And if there's anybody strong in areas, help them in those areas. Just like a quarterback is on the team, just like linebackers, each person have their position on the team, right? They have a position on the team. So make sure they understand what their position is, because if they don't contribute as a team member, it just makes the team weaker. And this is also a concept that they need to understand. You can explain to them how important they are to be a member of that team. And this is what we need for you to do. And even when they're not there, they're absent, you will miss them, because there's going to be a contributor that could be, contributing that day, and they're not because they're absent. Now, you can plan all you want, but there will be emergencies, there will be absences. And so you need folks that will step up and kind of fill in the gaps. But it is important for each team member to know why they're on the team, where their strengths are, and why they're positioned where they're positioned. Because like I said, you may need to move some folks around, shift some folks into different things. And as long as you explain to them, this is critical. You need to explain to them why you're doing what you're doing and how it's going to make the team stronger. And you can ask for their ideas and suggestions, but ultimately it's on you to make those decisions. So make sure in this construction of the team that you do have a plan why you're doing what you're doing. Just don't randomly move people around. Folks hate that, but if you give them a reason, and if you say, let's just try it and see how it works. If it doesn't work out, maybe you shift somebody else or shift something back, but it's all for the good of the team. It's all for the good of the company. And just make sure they fully understand that. And most people are more than willing to work with you just to bring things together to make the team better and to make the team stronger. And when they see that the team is producing more, or the errors are going down, or the work environment in general is just better, they will know and understand why you did what you did. But it is on your shoulders as a leader to go ahead and make these changes. And finally, we know best plans don't always go as well as we expect for them to. So finally, after you construct a team, you can make adjustments. After, a week or 2 weeks or a month or 2 months have gone by, give your plan a chance to work. And after that time has gone by and you see that it's not progressing as quickly as you thought it would, or maybe you see different moves that need to be made, make sure you are the leader. So you can make these moves as you see fit, for the benefit of the team. So make sure people understand that and make adjustments as needed. Don't be afraid to make adjustments. Don't be afraid to say, okay, I didn't get it right that first time, but we're going to try something different and see how that works out. It's just better to go ahead and make the adjustment rather than hanging on to something. You guys, I've seen people hang on to something. It was my idea and I'm just going to hang on to this, whether it kills the team or not. You don't want to do that, right? You want to make sure that if something is not working out, change it. Just go ahead and change it. It's no harm in changing it, because if it's for the betterment of the team, the betterment of the company, go ahead and make the switch, go ahead and make the change and move in a better direction. The one thing that you want everyone to understand during this transition, during this making of a team, is that the goal is as a team, you have a group of people that should be working together to accomplish one single goal. And if they all understand that, because some folks may not even know, if they haven't played team sports, if they haven't been on a team before, they may not know exactly what a team is supposed to do. They know that their individual rating is based on how they perform as an individual, but how does that contribute to the team? And if you tie in the individual performance as well as how are you contributing to the team, how are you contributing to the company, how are you contributing to the department, whatever the goals are, this helps people understand that it's not just what I do in my little bitty cubicle and I don't bother anybody else. I just do this and get my job done. That is a contribution to the team. But if you can step out and help someone else so that they can do a better job, that is also a contribution to the team and should be considered, in their evaluation. So make sure they understand the team atmosphere. There's protection in team. There's camaraderie in teams. It's just great to have a team that works well together. If someone is absent, another team member steps up and say, hey, I'll do her part, or I'll do that listing that she was working on. I have extra time, I can do that. And you as a leader need to make note of those things, because it should come into play and should become a part of their evaluation. So as long as everyone is understanding the team concept, and as long as you are a leader or doing the mentoring and coaching and whatever else you need to do to help the team come together, it will be successful. Well, that's it. I'm sure you've picked up some tips on how to make your team, however you get the team inherited or move to a new team position, how to make the team into the team that you want them to be, the team that the company needs for them to be. And so just know that there is no dream team, but you can be very, very involved and should be involved of the making of your team.